Right. Today, we attempt to examine data governance in practice. And you are welcome to today's training. Trainer still remain Sylvester, Ojobo, and I will not hesitate to start them. Others will join us later because of time constraint. So, that being said, as part of our curriculum, we need to understand data governance in practice. So, whenever we talk about practice, what can your mind go? What do you think it is? Hello, is anyone here?
Yes.
Good. Whenever you talk about practice, governance in practice, what do you think your mind will go? What can you say about that? Just like in practice.
Well, I think it means working with data governance.
Sorry?
Does it mean working with data governance? Or applying the principles of data governance in practice? Or...
That's a very good try. But you know, you always like to have your way in trying to ask question to answer question.
I'm very sorry about
that.
Right.
That's Nigeria.
Sorry, Paul?
I said that's a Nigeria factor.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, definition of data governance in practice simply means is a framework of policies, processes, and strategies that ensure data is managed, protected, and utilized effectively. So within an organization, this actually involves establishing standards, rules, and responsibilities, and guidelines to guarantee the quality and security and compliance of data across its life cycle. So now let's deal with it, splash words, and have an understanding we can glean from the definition. Data governance is what?
It's a framework of policies.
Processes.
Framework of policies,
processes and strategies.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Shall I underline it?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. So in that framework, what do you think you're going to achieve from the framework?
We have a standard role and responsibility, and the guideline. That is, we need to protect, manage, and protect, and utilize effectively within an organization.
So that is the essence of it, to ensure that data are managed and protected. Effectively. Yeah. So and then within the organization. So what does it involve? It involves what?
It involves the establishment of standard roles and responsibilities and guidelines.
Guidelines. Why do we need to establish standards, rules, responsibilities, and guidelines? Why do we need to do that?
That is the quality of security and compliance of the data across its life cycle.
So if you have this if you have literature on this, please make sure you know everything that is here. Everything. That is your work. Everything. Every framework, in every
Policy.
governance and program, in any data governance program you put together, there must be best practice. The best practice is to have
Yes.
a policy. The best practice is to have a framework policy. So when we have, do you know the meaning of best practice? Best practice, best practice. And I hope somebody will not tell me it's the practice of the best. I do ask somebody about what is housekeeping. He said keeping the house.
Okay.
So basically, in every program, in every data governance program you have, there must be best practice. One of the best practices to prepare a framework of policies, processes, and strategies.
And strategies.
Can somebody tell me the meaning of strategies?
Long-term plan.
Long-term, that's very good. Long-term plan. If it's not long-term plan, if a plan is not long-term, it will be short-term plan. Now, what does that mean? What is that referred to?
Tactical.
Tactical. Strategic plan and tactical plan are two words of military origin. Okay, if any war or battle being prepared, they have to come in such operation between A to Z, A and Z, between A to Z. There must be a operational plan, which of course in most cases is a strategical plan, or plan B, which is tactical plan.
Tactical plan.
Yeah. So now, best practice of data governance is to have a framework. So when you're talking within the framework of your data governance program, you were able to initiate or develop policies and processes and strategy in order to ensure how data could easily be managed and protected and utilized effectively within my organization. Because when you came in there, it was not so. You discover so many inconsistencies. Nobody owned, there is no trace of data owner, and there is no framework in place. So what you did is to, let a data governance initiative to prepare or create framework of policies, processes, and strategy, and also focus on having an effective data management system and protection, and also utilize the data effectively within the organization. So how did you do it? You were able to establish standards, goals, responsibilities that also include that of us, knowing who are data owner, data stewards, and the establishing committees, and also have the organogram of your program where prepared and guidelines to guarantee the quality. And then the result of it is that all this resulted to an improvement in about 70% of data quality and security, and also with compliance across the life cycle of data within the organization. So this also can be an initiative. It can be an initiative. You can carry that, especially when it is a greenfield. Okay?
Yeah.
When it's a greenfield, you can say this as one of your initiatives. Okay? Can we have a go on it? Just a go as an initiative. Can somebody use as a go? Use this on as a case study of any initiative you carry out on data governance. Can somebody tell me using these slides, for example. All right. Mary, you want to speak? Thank you, Mary.
Sir, I'm a bit busy. Sir. Yeah.
Yes. I heard your, I thought I heard your a voice from there before. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can somebody take this one as an initiative to, for example, I'm interviewing you, and can you tell me any data governance initiative carried out? Do we have Tony there?
Yes, Tony's here.
Okay, try it. Speak louder so that the whole world will hear your voice.
Oh God. So what are we talking about exactly? We're talking about the initiative.
You need to use these slides as if initiative you carry out, for example, the greenfield environment. Let me run through it again so that everyone will, so that when you listen to it properly. By definition, data governance in practice, okay, is data governance is the framework of policy, processes, and strategy that ensure data is managed and protected and utilized effectively within an organization. It involves establishing standards, rules, and responsibilities, and guidelines to guarantee the quality and security and compliance of data across its lifecycle. Okay, now, if you are employed, if you are faced with an interview and the field is a green field, if you are asked, for example, to come out with an initiative you have ever carried out during your experience as data governance manager, could you please just take this as a case right now to come out with an initiative?
Okay.
Here I go again. I can say in my previous role, I was employed, though it was a greenfield environment. I discovered that there was no proper framework or policy processes and strategy put in place. I now established by creating in a framework of policies and processes and also strategies to ensure that data are well managed and protected and utilized effectively within the organization. I focus on improving the management system and the data protection and the utilization of data across the every functional department in collaboration with the team from different functional departments as well to establish standards, rules, responsibilities, and guidelines. And that resulted to a guarantee of about more than 70% of data quality, security, and compliance of the data across its lifecycle within the organization. This is so simple. We can come out with an initiative based on this. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You want to have a try? Okay. I will send a picture to you and have a try with it. This is the simplest initiative you can easily bring out. Okay? Example of data governance initiative. Imagine a multinational corporation aiming to implement robust data governance. Everybody will speak on this now because this is a real life cycle situation. So they establish a cross-functional team comprising IT specialists, data stewards, compliance officer, and business leaders. Their goal is to define data ownership, classification, and access controls across all departments and systems to ensure data accuracy, privacy, and regulatory compliance. This is an initiative. Now, let's talk about this. The company is multi-what?
Corporational.
Corporation. It's
Yeah.
a very big corporation, isn't it?
Yes.
Good. What is their aim?
Aim is to implement robust data governance.
To establish a cross-functional team comprised.
Functional.
So the aim is
Aiming to implement
robust data governance.
so when you are employed by any company, it could be multinational company, corporation, and they say we're employing you in order to implement a robust data governance. So robust data governance will be like what? Can you think of?
Basically making sure that the policies, the processes, and the strategies are well managed.
That's it. I'm clapping for you here. I'm coming for you right from where I am.
I said, I just woke up, so my head is just...
It's not sharp. It's not sharp, eh? That's good.
It's already sharp.
Maybe I'll go to sleep so I can wake up. So you are employed by a multinational corporation. Aiming, this is the main aim. So what is the meaning? Have you heard of this word aim before?
Yes.
Another word for aim is what?
Go.
Goal.
Making sure.
Yeah.
Another word for aim apart from goal is what? Target.
Objective.
Target.
Target.
Have you seen that thing that they...
Yeah.
And what is it called? That game. Or
Dot.
Dot.
Thank you. What is the main aim there?
To hit the target.
You tell you the target.
What's the target there? In most cases. The center, isn't it?
Yeah.
The aim.
So, what is the difference between aim and objectives? Have you heard the word aims and objectives before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you heard the word? Have you heard the statement aims and objectives before?
Yes, we have.
I have. Yeah.
Okay, only one person have heard the word aims and objectives before.
The aim.
Yes, I have, sir. To me, it's like roles and responsibilities. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the definition. No.
You are asking questions to answer my question. Are you in the same school with Tony?
We were in the same class before.
Oh, okay, you will
But
tell.
I was a senior. Student.
In the same training for data governance. Aims and objective.
Okay.
Okay. Aims is like a target, is the goal. But how do you achieve the aim or the goal? It's called the objectives. It's like you have a house, your aim is to go upstairs and go to your room. But the objective is how do you get to that room?
So in that case, I would say objective aim is like a long-term plan.
Aim is always a long term. In most cases, long-term.
Yeah, long-term plan. Yeah.
It depends on it. Whether short-term, long-term, whether strategy or logical, the important is the objective to achieve that target, that aim.
That target, yeah.
So the objective is like the aim is like you go into your room, right?
Yeah.
Upstairs. But how do you get to your room upstairs becomes the objective.
Okay.
The staircase. becomes the objectives to reach them. So if the aim is to implement robust data governance, and that's why Mary, who just woke up, able to tell us how to reach them. Okay, how to reach the aim. Look at it.
Yeah.
You have to prepare framework of what?
Of policies, processes, and strategies.
And then
And
he said they established a cross-functional team comprising, these are already a team. So in this place, this team, in this place, where do you see, have you seen any team, any place where you can see data governance?
no.
Can somebody speak to me? Anything
No, there's
governance there? Okay.
no, there's no.
Sorry?
Yeah. You see whether there's any of data governance.
Mm-hmm. In that team, they established a cross-functional team comprising IT specialists, data stewards, compliance
officers,
and business leaders. Anything on data governance there in the team?
No.
Anything that has something to do with data governance in the team?
Yes.
Yes.
Data steward.
Data steward. And
IT specialist.
Specialist.
And all of them have something to do with data governance. But as it is, there's no data governance manager. So that is why they want to employ you to implement this. So now what happened is that for you to implement this, you have to, your focus is to have the implementation of the robust, understand the word robust data governance. Okay? Now, your aim is to make sure you have this, and then your program will comprise of how robust the data governance will be that you're going to implement. And you can't do that without a cross-functional team that you need to collaborate with. And that will help you to, why do you need to collaborate with these people?
Just so that the data can be managed and protected and utilized effectively. That's the purpose of it.
Okay, now let's go forward. Thank you. That's a good thing. Their goal, look at it. This team, they have a goal. Their goal is to what?
To define ownership, data ownership, classification, and access control across all department systems to ensure data accuracy and privacy and regulatory compliance.
Now, in this, when you are going to be employed, you already know what you're going to do. To get data ownership, you need to do what? Collaborate.
Collaborate, yeah.
With who? All cross-functional teams.
Yeah.
Who has to be custodians of data in their domain. So they will help you to do what? They will help you to do what?
They will help you to ensure that the roles, responsibilities, and guidance
and standards.
We help you to establish what? Standards.
Standard rules.
Rules and responsibilities. And rules, responsibilities, and guidelines. Okay. Now, when they do that, why do they have to help you to set up standards, responsibilities, and that? Why do they need to do that?
To ensure
To ensure what?
data accuracy, privacy, and regulatory compliance.
Okay, when you talk about data accuracy, what do you mean?
What so the data has to be, again, here I am.
Has to be
Data
true.
It has to be what?
True.
True.
Quality.
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 Anytime you have accuracy, you are dealing with quality. Anytime you
Okay.
talk about privacy, you are dealing with what? Data protection.
Protection. Yeah.
Anytime you are dealing with regulatory and privacy, you are dealing with data protection. Okay. Now, you see me, I kind of taking you back, coming back to this place again. Guarantee the quality, security, and compliance. So compliance dealing with privacy, security, dealing with its own security, which other, both security, dealing with authorized, unauthorized access. So both security and compliance of data across the life cycle is called data protection. Data protection. So this is quality control, quality, which of course we're talking about accuracy, consistency, timeless, unique, and all those things are all quality, data quality initiative. So this is a re-example. Ensure this to take place. It's a re-practice. So please, when you get this literature, don't play with it at all, because, for any interview, you need to play around these words very well. And why did they have to say robust one? Why do you think there's going to be, there was need for robust for a multi-international? Anyway, am I giving an answer? I don't even know what I'm giving you the answer to the question. I'm supposed to ask question. Why do you think why do you think there's need for robust data governance program?
It's a multinational corporation.
It's a multinational corporation here. So
Because multinational corporation has to do with a corporation that is very big, and they have different,
I love that,
region, different branches in different countries or in different
so
regions.
if they have all those ones you're saying, so why do we need the robust now then?
To avoid any legal wahala.
To avoid bridging data.
Yeah, okay. To avoid bridging data.
We come out
to avoid unexplained financial costs.
Yeah, that is the consequence of the breaches that may occur when there is risk and non-compliance issue. Now, let's talk about this. Whenever they talk about robust data governance, implement robust data governance, they are trying to tell you, as Mary said the other time, due to their multinational athlete, they are expected to handle more complex data. They have a lot of data they're handling. So we need to have a robust data governance to accommodate such. And in case they want to have migration by scalability, so they will be able to still do that, because your program has been well tailored robustly to accommodate any form of migration, especially maybe you want to migrate to cloud. So that's why anytime you talk about robust, just know that we're talking about huge data, more complex indeed. And like as Mary said also, because it's a multinational, you're dealing with a lot of them. So the word robust is very, very big. So, all right. So this is best practice. Best practice is the most acceptable practice you have ever that have produced the best superior result compared to all alternatives, including update. Okay, What are the challenges people may face in a corporation may face during during data governance practice? Well, don't forget, this is always a question in an interview. People resist change. So employees might resist new data governance policies and procedures. Why do you think they will resist it?
Because they're already used to what they know.
No.
There is what?
Because they're already used to what they know.
Yeah, they're already used to what they're used to. So what will you do to mitigate against it?
You have to educate them.
You have to educate them. In what form?
You have to teach them either
Training,
teach them that the new policies or new
training,
ways of
workshops,
doing
Training, workshops.
Love that.
seminars, all sorts, presentations.
Yeah, don't joke
Yeah.
with what you're telling me now, because every slice of this teaching today comes in for an interview. In fact, if you don't know anything about any interview questions, these are coming out. So during the time prepare for interview, you're gonna be seeing this coming in. Okay, and thank you for giving me right answer. Okay, and then another one is lack of data awareness. So some people, they don't have a proper understanding and insight into reality with respect to value of data. So they misbehave with data if it comes to them. So they don't handle it properly across various departments. So if there is lack of awareness of data, what will you do?
Right.
Hello?
I think some people will not take it serious.
So what I mean is that what can you do to mitigate against lack of data awareness?
You organize a workshop.
Organize a workshop. How will it be?
You organize it can be virtual, depending on the location of wherever you are. You can organize a workshop, you call in the stakeholders and also the data stewards.
That's really good, really good. Mary, you actually woke up well to be quite. You think I should go to bed and okay.
You prepare decks too. You prepare pack, training pack slides for them, like a visual representation for them to be able to understand the message you're trying to convey across to all the stakeholders.
Please, I'm just sending this again. Get yourself prepared, because these are questions that come every time you go for an interview. Every time. Every time. You will remember this when you're going to be doing your interviews. You will definitely do this. Every time. Okay? All right, let's go forward. Compliance complexity. Keeping up with evolving data privacy regulations, and ensuring adherence to multiple compliance standards can be very challenging. Keeping up. Is that now keeping up? So what can you do? What can you do to mitigate against this complexity of compliance? How to keep up with it? How can you keep up? How can you keep up with evolving data privacy regulations on sharing and privacy? Best practice. Best practice. What can we do?
So we mentioned training the other time. Training your staff. And try to update yourself with recent.
Yeah, you just hit you wake up you just woken up, eh?
Yes. Yeah. Keep yourself updated with recent changes in the policies. Yeah. Updating.
Best practice. I've told you the other time that even updating is the best practice as well. Keeping up. Yeah. Anywhere you talk about keeping up, make sure you talk about updating, attending workshops, informations, getting new informations. Keeping up is more than just awareness. Keeping up is updating. Always keeping up with the trend. What's going on? Updating. Always remember to keep up and to always updating. If you are a manager, what is the current privacy regulations? What version are we? What has changed over time with respect to, paradigm of operations and changing standards that have just been inculcated. What are the relevance of it? What has been made obsolete, or what are the additions? Could be very challenging, but you have to keep on updating yourself. And after updating yourself, what do you do? As a data governance manager, what will you do?
I think you can, where possible, you can teach your colleagues about the same.
That's it.
Let them be aware of the change.
That's it. In that case, Tony, don't say I think. No. You just try to make it as if this is what you have done. After updating yourself, this is what I did. I organized a meeting across functional department, data steward, including chief executive and data stewards and owners, then to update them also. And this, they sign a form after the updating that they have received this information and keep on reminding themselves, flashing it every 2 weeks. This is very nice. It's a simple thing.
Yeah, and I think sometimes or most times, some companies might have a medium through which you can log on and see recent updates about data governance. So you can go there and just keep updating yourself and see what are the new changes. Because things may have changed 3 months and you can't stick with that. You have to make sure you keep checking.
Absolutely. Depends on the way, unless you're asked, how did you do that? Always a policy. There's always a policy. When you get new information, you put it right there and actually also copy everyone. And people, after reading it, they should sign that they have read it and pass information across us. And there are other things you can bring out as an initiative anyway for your updating. That's very good, Tony. I think you slept well too, your brain is so fresh. Okay. So any other person to speak about this because we're going to close very soon? Any other person to speak about this? Are you learning something?
Yes.
Okay, only one person. Are you learning something?
Yeah, we're learning.
Good, good. Now, let's look at the solutions. Solutions and best practice. Leadership buy-in. Remember, this is very, very important because when you are asked what are the challenges you face when in your previous job, is securing executive support. As we begin to go in through this training, you're going to see what you're going to be doing, a very strong initiative, a data quality initiative that you're going to look into, especially when it is brownfield and you're coming out with a robust data governance program and see the challenge you may face by not able to locate some data owners and also support from the chief executive for them to buy into your program. And the reasons are very, very obvious as well. What is in it for me to do? So it's like it might also affect their workflow. So you're gonna look at so many scenarios when that time comes. So securing executive support helps drives a cultural shift towards embracing data governance. So when you're able to have a secure support from the executive, chief executive, it will be a very atmosphere shift for the program to be well implemented. So, like as most of you have already said, education and training, conduct workshops, training programs to raise awareness about the importance and the value of data and its governance and its impact as well. Very important. And there must be clear communication. Regular communicate the benefits and rationale behind your program, initiatives to employees at all levels, irrespective, so that there will not be risk and not compliance issues, and also there will be a data protection, yielding a very good result. Okay, and then iterative implementation. Start with pilot programs, short ones, and phase rollouts to demonstrate success before full-scale implementation. This is where you have roadmap. Okay, when you prepare a roadmap of your program, the first 30, the 60 days, and the 90 days. So you start small and celebrate your success, and then begin to move up, 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 up. Okay, until you carry out a full scale, invariably to the robust expectation of your data governance program. Okay, and then technology enablement. That means you have to invest on tools, a platform to automate process, enforce policies, and ensure compliance. Data governance tools are very, very important that you can use to carry out your processes, your program. You can even automate it in order to give you alert if there are any non-compliance issue, so it can be traceable and dealt with immediately. Okay, any question?
No.
Is it understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. If there's no question today, I will allow you to go. Unless, apart from this, do you have another question?
So are you going to give us handouts on this, or we don't really need one?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a handout on this. Did you receive the one I sent to you the last time?
Yes, sir.
Sorry?
Yes, sir. Yeah, indeed.
You definitely.
I'm sorry, I did not reply to it. I intended to reply, but
Well,
sometimes I just get.
If I don't see any reply from you, I assume that you
I'm sorry.
You have, yeah. So I believe that it is you people that need to go for the literature.
Yeah.
From experience, I believe when you get literature, you go through them, you digest them, you find yourself like already practicing what you have been taught. So these are all practical oriented case study. So the next time we're going to meet, I'm going to ask some interview questions based on this. And then we might move to data ethics. Okay.
Ooh, ethics.
I will also ask questions on data ethics. So That is very important. Data ethics and data governance practice, they go very, very close together. Okay?
Okay. I want to ask a question, yeah?
Yeah.
This is just to help me and to help anyone who is in my position as well. Is it possible for me or for us to get the syllabus, because some of my record keeping is not very good. So if I just have a brief list of all the things we've learned, like in bullet points, then at least on my own I can start. I can continue to look into those topics because I'm doing that at the moment. Looking into the things
when
that
you came, we examined, inform everyone of the full curriculum.
Yes.
And that full curriculum normally be taught, and there will be literature sent to you. So you have everything.
Okay.
You definitely have everything. If you go and check everything, let me just quickly go up again.
Yeah.
This is my system. Okay, I started with this data governance manager. Okay, implement, and I show you everything that is here. Okay, if you look at this now, here we're talking about up to 125,000 per annum for data governance manager. And look at what they ask to develop data governance. What? Can you see it?
Can't see.
Data governance what? Policy.
Policy. Yeah.
Data policy needs into a serious action. That implementation in practice. Design and implement appropriate what? Data processes, policies, procedures. You'll be hearing of all these things. Isn't it so? Isn't it so? And then to support the business and champion best practice. Did you hear best practice now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's what you just been taught now. Provide effective awareness and training sections around policy adoption and implementation. You are creating awareness by training people, workshop and other things. You see that now? Collaborate with who? IT, digital work, and this other and that. To do what? To implement appropriate control, to control your, you see how you see what you already being taught in this training now. So, and whatever you be trained here, you can earn up to 125,000 pounds in a year. So it's a simple thing. So our curriculum is tailored, it's even beyond data governance. Tailored to everything you've seen here, you have it already. Okay, look at our curriculum. Data governance framework, policies, principles, best practice. Look at data management, techniques, collection, storage, and that. We have taught that data quality strategy for ensuring accuracy. Even today, you heard of the word accuracy, completeness, consistency, and reliability. So data privacy and security, we talk about this already. Data, metadata management system and techniques for measuring. We talk about relationships, definition, relation, and lineage and history. Can go back to this again anyway, because it's very important. We have talked about data architecture, which include principle of data architecture as a foundation. You remember? We talk about and the warehousing and integration of data. We also talk about, data analytics. When we mention descriptive analytics, we'll talk about historical, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. We went beyond that. If you look at your literature given to you. So the last time we met, we talk about data visualization.
Yeah.
And you have beyond this very big one sent to you yesterday. Even I updated it again, I sent to you. Okay. Now we're talking about data governance in what?
In practice.
This is what we just did now. I told you the next time we're going to talk about ethics. So, Tony, if you look at the curriculum I put together right now,
Yeah.
we're almost done.
Yeah, just that I don't think I have all the literatures.
You have all of them.
Okay.
Check your this thing. You have all literature sent to you. You need to keep up with what you have received. I'm going to take you to practical very soon. So very important. Okay. And in most cases, these two here, the tools, that's what you're going to see practical. Okay. That's what we're going to, the number 12 here, we have always been inculcating it in any of our training in a global context. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay, Tony?
Yes, yes.
Good. So everyone that is here, please always take notes that whatever that that being sent to you, make sure you read it because there will be a time of reckoning. Okay, you're gonna face an interview, and we even talked about data governance components as well. And I remember Paul was able to talk about the components of data. He talk about people, talk about plan, process, talk about standards, social or compliance, talk about indicators, criteria, KPI, and technology. So we have what I've done. Is that okay, everyone?
Yes, that's fine.
Good.
That's good.
It's a comfortable place for me too. Who is
Thank you.
who came in as a Samsung? Who is Samsung? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, who's signing as Samsung SNF F7 boy 77?
It's a pilot.
Who is
I think that's my auntie.
sorry? Oh, that's your auntie.
Yes.
Okay. Auntie, good morning and afternoon and evening. It would have been better, maybe she's at work. Okay. So this is how it is, and I'm going to leave you now. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask me. Any question?
No.
Okay. I'm going to therefore say thank you for coming. Please next time try to come on time because the next one is ready. I'm going to prepare some interview questions around both ethics and data governance best practice.